Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's your ghostified gamer, and as you can see, we are gonna do iron plate today. We're gonna be on a plate craze here. All right, all the plates. Let's go over a few things that I've done. Ash trains are complete. In fact, look at that. One has gone over to the wood. Yep, there we go. We got some ash going to our wood processing here. Chewing up some wood there, which is good. And so, yeah, what do we got here? So, this is the original ash yard. I shortened this up a little bit. This is original length, though. It's just easier to, shorten the yard up and keep this, the unload load area the same. So what I have is these are the trains that are going out to collect the ash from the various processes that produce it. And I have a plan to increase this when I get to it over. So I'm going to have maybe 2 and 2 or 4 and 4. 4 empties, 4 full of ash. As you can see, I got 1 already. And I'm capping it at 5,000 because it takes forever to load 5,000 with yellow belt. And this is built up. Ooh, wow, 198,000. So I have this at 400,000 as usual, and this is the drop-off. So as you can see, the priority is this one. We're always going to have ash from our power, so there's no need to take this one and go here. I'm just taking it out and going here. And the excess over 400,000 for this case is going into our gas refineries. And I haven't done this yet, but we'll eventually try and capture that flue gas. But I got to look into the flue gas and see what we need it for. Other than that, I don't know. However, we have so much ash on hand that we can do that rich clay stuff. And now that this is tightened up here more, the rich clay and sand, I think it is, to stone brick will be a reality. And then we'll do a separate build and we'll prioritize that one over the stone bricks that are using, I think it's 2 stone to 1 stone brick, which is really crap. The other one is better, So I think it uses water. I think it uses water as well. So sand, rich clay, and stone and ash makes a stone brick. Pretty cool stuff. As you can see, this is kind of sitting here. I'm going to leave 4 trains on this coke because when we really start running the base again for science, I want to see how much coke we're going to produce out of this. And right now, it's just whenever I run aluminium, or I think it's borax and crystal, maybe, that uses syngas. And if that doesn't, it's sporadic, whenever I build something, run. So, we'll leave that like it is. And, same thing here. We got 1 coke train there, and then we've got none here. So these are our coke trains. Now, when we get to that coking gas and stuff, like I talked about last episode, we'll have plenty of coke from that, which will be really cool. I'm really looking forward to getting into that part. We just unlocked that recently, too. Okay. Oh, I was over here. I added a bunch of trains to the network of LTN and TSM, and I was putting trains in here to fill them up. So I put them down here. You can copy a train and paste it back down, which is a really nice feature. And it turned out this stop, I forgot to set it to equal to or greater than 1 on this F signal, which basically it's an on-off situation. When this turns off when there's not enough fuel here, and this turns on in that case as well. So switch this off, turn this on. And if a train is sitting here, it will, let's say there's a train here and it depletes it while a train is sitting here, it will path to this one. So we won't get any null path issues. That's why I just decided to go this route, because of that fact. I'm like, I'm going to have a null path issue if I have a coke train that's doing fueling. I'll have a train sitting here null pathing for who knows how long. Chances are, though, we'll never run out of coal here. This is always producing coal, and in by huge amounts. We'll see if the power can hold up with it. We haven't really tested it. We'll see. And but we can always punch down another. This system here can be redone without the coal gas, without all that mess. We could just go right to fuel, coal coarse coal, coal dust, and power. You know, we don't have, this is all just extra stuff, you know, we could use. So anyway, I found that little glitch there. I added more trains, speaking of which, like I said, the train yards are filling up. And for some reason, this one here, the trains don't like this one. I don't know why. It's there. Right now we have a total of 30 trains on our LTN network. That's going to go up pretty high. Total train count is 210. Wow. That's pretty high. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know why, but the trains don't like this stop here. And I tested it out. You know, it's signaled and all that, so I don't know what's going on. But they don't like that little stop there. So I added a total of 30 trains now into the LTN network. What else did I do? Oh, here we go. I finally pulled up the trash train over here. It's gone. Oh, that's miners out. Good. And I'm capturing iron oxide. And I'll tell you why. So we have here a pickup. And I'm using the trash train signal for that. It's stone and pink signal for picking up iron oxide. So anything that I deem as trash, and I'll show you what I've got so far, we use the stone and pink signal, and that's what, and we trigger it off of whatever amount. If there is a mixed bag of stuff, I have a combinator set up for that. Because we could have stone, sand, you know, anything, you know. So the base right now, well, we're running steel from here, right? So eventually that's going to go away. And the steel is using our coke, you know, our inefficient coke process, using the coal gas and all that garbage. This is going to go away, and we won't have any iron oxide coming out of here ever. So this all rip out. There's our copper train there. So I pulled that stop up that was collecting the garbage. And all that's coming out of here now from the base is stone. And I'm going down into here so that we can utilize that stone. And I hope I have this right. Let's see here. Ooh, I hope I have this right. Yeah, that might back up on me now I think about it. That's going up here to there. Yeah, I might have to do a trash train. Let's see, now we're collecting garbage here. So I've got sand, soil, stone, and gravel coming to here at the end of base. And I just realized that I pulled that up here. So I'm going to have to fix that over here. Yeah, because this could back up. In fact, yeah, it's going crazy. So what I'm going to have to do is, ooh, yeah, I forgot I have this running here. I knew I was going to forget something too. I'll fix that when I do a cut. Crap. So yeah, I'm going to have to send excess up to here. I'll have to use this red wire here. This is the output. So I'll have to red wire excess stone to this belt here. So I pulled all the landfill up. I have my little hub, or my little stop here, mid-base I call it. Landfill is gone. I'll show you that in a second. And yeah, like I said, all the garbage is funneling to the end of the base now. And I forgot to, deal with that excess stone here, which is over here. So that could back up. That could back up. Seems like it's doing okay for now, though. I don't know. We'll see. Here's the granddaddy of them all. And this is why we could start iron processing. Because we have a collection area for all the byproducts when we do jaw crushing. And so we have stone, gravel, sand, iron oxide, and soil. And I'm using TSM for this because we're using LTN for the body parts. We're using TSM for the ash. The next system, if we have one, to do a collection of various items, we're going to use LTN for that. So I'm going to kind of alternate between the two so that we have both networks kind of working at it. And it also depends on whether LTN's a better fit for that. I like LTN because for smaller quantities, Hey, look at that. We got a trash train going. And guess what? It's going to the end of the base. There we go. Okay, so let's go over this thing here. Similar concept to the body parts collection area. I've got all of the impurities come in here. Belt priority to fill a case. Each train is dedicated to a resource because we just need to do that. And then we have, so each one is, yeah, so we got stone, we got gravel, we got sand. Now there's not much sand being generated from, the only place is zinc. And so well, we got it, you know, and as you can see, I got 258, but I did a little test to make sure it worked. Iron oxide is building up on us a little bit, but this stacks to 100, so we should be okay. Here is the new and improved landfill system. So everything is after the fact. So if I'm running the base and stone or gravel isn't being used, then we got to deal with this stuff. Also, these two trains here with the sand and the iron oxide, we need to deal with that. The soil, I'm not worried about because, you know, look at this. It's just plop soil down, put water in, you know, or the machines, the soil machines. We get soil from basically water, you know. Everything is just plop it and drop it. So the soil is not a priority. I don't feel the need to save that in a train, you know, because we could generate that very easily. So everything is prioritized to the trains first for use, but the landfill is prioritized over anything else, right? Or over, well, the next priority is landfill, I should say. And once landfill is filled, now, you know what? I'm just thinking about this. I want landfill over anything, right? Because it's hard to come by. And I don't want to set up a build for it. I could. But, so here's the thing. I have this system here, which is taking stone. So stone backs up. That means we got to make gravel. Gravel is the third ingredient to our landfill. And then we have soil. And as you can see, the priority is any soil we get from a byproduct, from a process as a byproduct, will come here and get consumed by landfill. This is to keep the whole thing running if we don't have soil. So it's a backup system, basically. Okay, so this system here takes stone and it sends it on, so it's outputting here. And this is actually gravel as well. So it takes the stone, makes gravel. And also, the gravel coming from any other processes will be prioritized over this gravel. And then we make sand out of it, right? And then the sand gets kicked out, and we're making, and what I'm doing is I'm prioritizing the sand. Well, oh, look at that. We got sand coming. Ah, check it out. So if a train is sitting here, I have this signal here, the T signal, and this belt is set up to turn on. As you can see, there's a little green light on it to fill this up with sand. I don't want sand unless there's a train sitting here. I want that sand train available for the network, you know, to use for whatever purposes. So we use the sand train over making sand from stone. So this process here could very well back up, and then we won't need sand. So the gravel and the stone will be sitting here on the ready, and the rest of it goes in here. Oh, what the hell is this? Why'd it go here? Oh, soil backed up. Look at that. Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'm glad I set this up. So here's the scenario. It's actually working. Cool. So what I have here is, this is the catch-all. If I'm running the base and certain things aren't running to consume everything, you know, because we don't know what's going to get consumed at any given time, I'm all about the fail safes. I got a burner set up here which will take anything extra and just burn it up and get rid of it. Hopefully it won't ever run, but as you can see, the soil came in here, and well, we don't have these. We don't have stone and gravel to run this. Wow, cool. Okay, now this is I have allocated a warehouse for this because it stacks to 50, and this stacks to 200. This stacks to 200. This stacks to 100. I might increase the size of this case, which, you know, is easy to do. Just pop it off and boom, 1,200 in there. Now the reason this had to be done was we're gonna get byproducts from a lot of processes. This is part of the tie-up. You know, we gotta in order to get rid of that belt, that starter base, we got to have this. So we can spin up new processes, and we have a way to funnel things to here, in the meantime. This will take care of it for us. Worry-free. Okay, so yeah, so this is our sand generator only, so we can get this train on the network, and we'll use it. We'll use it. If we don't, we don't, But like I said, this would be a great way to make the bricks from clay. So we bring the ash in, we have this sand, and I'm pretty sure that that recipe is using sand. Yep, there we go. See? Rich clay and sand gives us 20 stone bricks. And the rich clay, as we looked at, we have, wait a minute, rich clay. There we go. Ash and water, 10 rich clay. And that's how we can mitigate our ash issues and save some stone, basically. So that's pretty cool. I set this up here, finally. This is an ash reclamation process here. This is where the ash trains are coming. I have this set to come here at 5,000. And what I had to do is I had to shut this off. So when a train is here, I have to shut the mini loader off because the train just sat here and it collected literally a full train of ash. It just sat here and sat here and sat here and sat here. So the only drawback is that the ash will back up to maybe around here or something like that while the train loads. So I had to put that in there. And this whole thing is going to be repurposed. We're going to rebuild this whole thing. All that's coming out. All this is coming out. Oh, God, I can't wait. And this, too. I had an issue. Fuel. I'm going to have to run landfill just to get fuel. As you can see, my kerosene is down to 142,000. And my gasoline is 204. And even the aromatics is low. Oh, my gosh. So I've been running stuff. Now, the only problem is that the stone hasn't been running. So, oh, my gosh. All right, let's go over this thing. And then I'll cut and we'll do a speed up video to build it. And I'm going to fix that stone issue that I'm going to have over there. Okay, so we're doing this already. We're taking the stone, we're crushing it. We're getting the stone, and we're getting the processed iron ore. Then we are now going to screen that iron ore, processed iron ore, and we're going to get 3 outputs from this. We get grade 1, 2, and 3 iron. And the grade 1 is what we're after. Okay, then we do a secondary crusher. And we're taking that grade 3 and turning it into grade 2. And then this here takes our grade 2, turns it into grade 1. And we get gravel and stone out of both these processes. So I'm going to get into the stand casting in a minute because I haven't built that yet. We're going to do that as well. Our ball crusher takes all the grade 1 and turns it into iron ore dust. So we're going to dust it up. Then the dust comes into the hydroclassifier. This, with water, the iron ore dust and water, we separate out the pulp stage 1, and we get this iron slime. Okay, so we have 2 outputs. And so the pulp comes to this centrifuge, and we're going to spin out the unslimed iron. But we get tailings as a byproduct. So we add water, and we get this unslimed iron and tailings. And the tailings is why I had to start capturing the iron oxide. And you'll see in a second what's going to happen there. Okay, the iron slime comes to this spot to another hydroclassifier. We're spinning the iron slime with water, and we're getting unslimed iron and more tailings. So we're going to have tailings from both these processes. This one here and this one here. Now, we have a mixer. Here's the iron oxide. Iron oxide plus tailings gives us more iron slime. That iron slime gets fed back into here again, and we get more unslimed iron and tailings. So my hope is that this process is balanced out where the tailings eventually between these 2 machines, because this is the consumer of tailings, and these 2 are producers of tailings, along with iron oxide. Hopefully the tailings will eventually fan out. We'll have to have a buffer tank to hold some tailings in there, so we have it on hand. Now we get into this here, oxygen furnace, the basic one. Borax plus unslimed iron plus the oxygen gives us 40 molten iron. Now, that is a total of 20 molten iron we're going to get from here. Let's skip to this, and I'll show you this. What's going to happen here is this is requiring 25 every second. So we're going to have a shortage of 5, but that's the reason for that is that I put in hell mod, a yellow belt. So there's a little shortage. So this machine's going to stall out every so often. And so we're not going to get the 75. We're going to get 15. So that's why that's going to happen there. And of course, this uses more borax and the sand casting, the molten iron, and the hot air. And we have hot air now. Isn't that awesome? And here's our oxygen furnaces here. What I'm going to try to do, eventually we probably will have a process where we're capturing oxygen. And I'd like to do that. We vent with an 80% valve, but we save the oxygen because we might need hydrogen for something. So we'll have to maybe have an dedicated oxygen build and a dedicated hydrogen build just to make sure we have it on hand. But anything additional, we'll have to do a funnel. We might have to funnel it to a location and prioritize that. So, that's tomorrow stuff, future me stuff. Okay, now here's the sand casting, right? These are just reminders that I need to do this. So what I want to do is the sand casting off in a different location or a different build altogether. Now what's great is the trash train setup that I have will grab the gravel and the stone from here and we'll funnel it back to that location, but it's prioritized. So yeah, we're going to have to train it one spot and train it to another spot only to bring it back in another form. But it is what it is, I don't know if this is balanced out, if this is going to balance out. Remember, we had problems with the aluminium build where I brought in gravel, but then there was too much. So I'm like, I ended up having too much. I had to bleed it off. So it was a big pain in the rear. So I just figured, just get the crap out of here. We'll process it elsewhere. It's not like we can't get more, so no big deals. Okay. I'm going to do a speed up video building this sucker. Obviously, this, and this are going to be feeding this. And then this is going to feed this. And then we're going to have this and this together. Oh my God. It's going to be interesting. It'll be fun though. So we'll get the build going. I'll get it all cranking. Let's speed this sucker up. Okay. Oof. I tell you, this is some work here, but it's going to pay off. We've got a good little, hopefully a good little build here for our sand casting. I forgot to wire this creosote to the combinators, so I got 40,000 in here. That's okay, because it'll get consumed. All right, so sand, gravel, stone. I thought, you know what? Why don't I bring all that trash over here, and then we'll sort it out, and then we'll make the sand casting. So if I have extra stone, well, if we don't have sand and we don't have gravel, well, we got to bring stone in here. So that's how we're going to handle this. We always got stone lying around. You know, we got the stone mines, and I can always plop another one down. So I'm popping out stone here, and then it's going from stone to gravel, gravel to sand, and I'm popping it right back in, but only if the sand drops below 1,000. And this, I can expand up this way. Right now, I just want to get it up and running. And then this one here, gravel comes out, comes into the back end of this thing, and then we're going to make gravel to sand. And then I'm just going through here. I had to underground. And then I'm merging onto the belt and then going in here. That's expandable for the most part. What I could do is this belt can go all the way up as well, and then I could just come down and around this crazy thing. But right now I just want to get it up and running. And then the sand comes out, goes to these two sand casters. I wanted to build it such that I can expand it upwards as I like to do. And then outputting the sand casts into this thing. And I limited it to, I want to do 500. 500. That's quite a bit of sand casting. Now, the other thing is, we're going to have a lot of plates running at various, intervals. So the big thing is that I can pop this baby down. It's all lined up to the rail, so I can just pop this down if I need more sand casting. Now, I cut out, I fixed the problem here. And what I'm doing is I'm running this into this case here. There's 3,900 stone in here. I don't know what I have this set to. I wish if I moused over this, I could see what the value was. But, whatever. So I'm using the red wire that I had strung up from the beginning here. And I redid all the... Well, I kind of pulled belts and stuff out, but I've got this little commutator wire here on the belt. And what this is doing is it's releasing the stone to the trash train area at the back, at the end of the base. So this is just a quick fix, to try and get the stone out of here, because once we get iron plate up and running, this is all gone. And then the stone will be no more in this, well, from this mess here. And then copper, well, eventually copper will come out. 415. And then over here, this thing is just cranking. So it was crazy, man. This crazy thing. I've got 535 landfill in here. Oh, the iron oxide train is back. Oh, it's almost full. The sand train. Oh, well, I want to put this here. And I think, okay, that's sitting there. And I want to make sure that I got the sand on the network here. Yeah, okay. I got sand and gravel. I got the iron oxide on here. And the stone I redid, it's way up here, stone trash yard and stone yard. So we're going to consume, look at this. Look at all this stone. 22,000 stone I got collected from that mess. But what I wanted to do is, well, and here's the gravel. This is from antimony. So eventually what's going to happen here is the sand will build up. Now I want to bring the sand in to see how everything works. We'll close that out. So everything is in here. All these are in the network now. And I put a buffer chest in here. The reason for that is that the gravel, and I added another gravel stone to gravel jaw crusher. The reason for the buffer case is that I don't want the stone to go this way. I don't want it to get wasted, so this is kind of I limit it to one row because this one will, you know, fill up, and then it'll divert around to the gravel. There might be an interval of time where the stone will potentially get through here, and I'd rather have landfill than burn it up, you know. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this thing here. All right, there we go. Yeah, the reason I'm calling the sand is because the belt buffer, it's just going to destroy this. Yeah, 1,000. And then it's going to... Oh, it's calling the gravel now. There we go. So see how this is already on. If sand is less than 1,000. Yep. There we go. Sand casting. I might need... I'm definitely going to need more of these, I think. That's doing pretty good. That is doing pretty good. Yeah, everything that I had to do prior to this, oh my gosh, you know, everything has come to a head now, you know. There's the gravel. There we go. Oh, where's that going? Yeah, oh, let's go to this one here, yeah. Oh, and then once this is done, we're going to head over to iron plate, and I got some little goofy things I did over there I'll go over. Pretty interesting. So let's make sure this all works. Yeah, I'm going to have to put another inserter on that. Make sure that gets out of there. That's keeping up. Well, that's a lot of gravel. It's a good use for gravel, though. And, you know, we got to get rid of this crap. Stone. Now let's see how this one works. Oh, I'm doing a direct insert. And it's not a 1-to-1. This one is 3 gravel every second. And this needs 4 gravel every second. But I figure, you know, that's good enough, you know. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll have to rework the belts a little bit, you know. I might have to go down with this one. In like I can underground and go in here, you know, doesn't matter. So what do we got here? Wow, that thing is chewing up some stuff there. It should call, yeah, it's calling a stone train. So here's where the stone is gonna go, you know. And this is what I've always thought is, yeah, once you get that sand casting, this thing is just gonna go nuts. Look at that, we already got a train of 500. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this is an eater of stone and sand and gravel. This thing will chew it up. This one might be... Yeah, we gotta do another inserter there. There we go. I don't want to use the mini loaders as much if I can avoid it, you know. And... Oh, we have to do another one of that. There we go. Ooh, that's better. There's a build-up, though. So it should run out now. There we go. Yep, conks out now. Aha, and now we got this problem. There we go. Gotta make some adjustments here. I forgot to do that. Now it's stalling out, but it's fine. Now here's another problem when you request something that is kind of sporadic at best. We're gonna have a constant request in our TSM network here. You can see here these two things. So I don't really like that. I don't like doing this as a strategy, but you know, not much I could do. You know, we got to request it. All right, I'm going to meet you up at the... Why is this farting out now? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to beef this up. We got plenty of material here. So I'll work on expanding this later on. But right for now, at least we have something that we can, you know, run our tests with. All right, I'll meet you up at the iron, and we'll fire this baby up. Okay. Let's get this mess rolling. I think let's just call the train. Oh, you know what I forgot? I I forgot to put in a stacker for the iron. Crap. Okay, that's a... I don't know what I'm going to do. There's really not much I can do. Because I want to call 2 trains. Well, it won't take long to unload them, so they'll hang out on here for a little while. I might be able to do a bypass around this temporarily, and then the next, I'm just going to have to well, it's going to be a redesign later, and when we unlock the new tech for it. So this whole thing, as much as I'd like to try and retrofit whatever new tech we have onto it, it's kind of difficult because I don't know what new tech we're looking at, you know? Anyway, well, let's call the train. All I got to do is set this up here. Iron ore yard, save. Get rid of that. There we go. It's going to call 2 trains. Yeah. So if now the plan, I'm going to do this off screen. I'm going to extend this rail all the way over here and connect here. We'll have another 4-way over here, 4-way intersection. See what's going to happen here is it's going to block trains. But look how fast it unloaded. So that's why I'm kind of not worried about it. There we go. Oh, I forgot to export the stone and the gravel. I was like, damn it, hell. I totally forgot about it, but I leave room for those types of mistakes. All right, so I'm using the filtering here, and I was pretty happy with that. So we got the level 3 going this way and the level 2 going this way, and there we go. And the level 1. So we just use the belts to filter, and it's not going to be more than 1 belt, you know, for this. There we go. Check it out. Here's the gravel. There we go. It's working. It's alive. That is so cool. I don't know if there's any kind of issues here. I can always do a buffer, a case buffer. All right, there's the powder. Oh, I forgot. I was going to do the... I hope that the tailings holds up. Because I could bring a tailings train in. We'll have to see. I don't have a buffer tank for it. Or is it here? That's the buffer tank. Alright, there we go. There it is. Oh, cool. Look at that. Now what's it doing? Oh, there we go. Slimed lime. There's the slimed iron. It's slimy. This one is... Oh, that's the... We need the other stuff here. This is it right here. There it is. I think. Or is it this one? Oh, we don't have tailings for that yet. Okay. Alright, there we go. The oxygen's working. Now, we need the molten. And there it is. Oh, ash! I gotta export ash out of there. See all these little things. Oh, we're missing the sand casting. Oh, ash. Gosh darn it. See? I'm telling you, it's always something. Okay, that's fine. Wait a minute. Sand casting. Okay. Oh, wow. Check that out. Look at this thing. Okay, there's enough tailings in there. Okay, now what's this looking like? 1,500. Now, the problem, like I said, ooh, that's a lot. Look at that. Listen to that. This thing. Look at all that slime stuff. Holy cow. Alright, we're working. We got the slime, iron slime. Okay. Okay, look at that. This is backing up here. Oh, so the iron slime is backed up now. Okay. This one is the iron slime. That's the iron pulp. Okay, so yeah, these have to run in order to get that. Yeah, because these are all 3 of the same. Yep. Okay. Okay, that seems to be running okay. I think it's just going to be 1 train at a time there. Now, oh, I do have a this is the trash train for this. Now, I have this set to 1,000 of anything. And if you mouse over this, it's at 8 something. I'm kind of curious as to how much this generates, you know. We'll have to see. Okay, so I have to take care of the ash from here. And I can pull an ash train this way to get rid of this stuff. So I'm not too worried about it. And the ash has been drastically reduced from this. So I think we'll be okay. But yeah, this thing was a nightmare. Oh my god. I kept I'm like, gosh darn it. I don't want to bring in another train. And so I have 4 items on here. All right, let's get the sand casting. Oh, wait a minute. You are set. Are you, what's wrong with this? Oh, I didn't set it up. Oh, okay. Here. Sand casting yard. Bam. Save it. There we go. Oops. Okay. Here it comes. All right, there it is. Sand casting. So at least we'll get some plate on this episode. And there it goes. Come on. Cling. Cool. 75 plate from that craft. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me explain this one here. So, this is the LTN stop I set up. And when there's 300 in here, it'll call, the LTN network can pick up a little bit, you know. So whatever I set up to be. Oh, I have to do a counter here. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I had to put that down in arithmetic. I think I'll do that. And this has to be a filter thing. And what I'll do, I'll wire the combinator goes to the front and then to here. The train stop goes to the back. And then I just have to find a counter somewhere to copy paste because I'm lazy. Okay, so we negate the signal coming from here. And then we got the retrain content send to train. This one has to be set filters. And then we're good to go. And go. All right, cool. This thing is fast. I had to put two mini loaders on there. But now, it may not be the case when the molten starts running out. That is fast. Oh, I gotta set up trains, but it's not important right now. Oh, and then I was gonna do the ash here real quick. Oh. So I got the ash in. Let me do that. I got the ash train here. This is set to 5,000. Now the tailings is another. Oh my God! Look at all this tailings. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. So I'm gonna have to do an 80%er on this thing. I mean, it's okay. I don't mind doing it. You know, let's get it done. Here's the pie hole. And there it goes. Already. Well, it is what it is, you know. So, yeah, because, I mean, if the whole system is running, we should get a decent amount of iron oxide from all the other processes that we were doing. But I don't know how much we're going to be producing, period, you know. So we'll have to see. Hopefully this fuel thing won't be running too much. It's coming again. That's fine. Yeah, it's chewing up some fuel. Look at that. We got coal in that one. Coal in that one. Well, I'm happy with it so far. I'll debug it, and I'll let you know. Ooh. Okay, we're done. Boom. Holy cow. That's insane. So, oh, and this one here, what I did was I'm taking the signals here. Yikes. So I'm multiplying the coarse coal by 1, the coal and the coal dust all by 1, and then I'm taking them, and what they're doing is they're adding, right? So what you're going to see here is an adder. Wait a minute, input signal. Oh, wait a minute now. That one shouldn't be adding. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, here. So 1900. Okay. And what the O signal, if the O signal is less than 1,000 added together, then it pops the C signal out, which is here. Here. And then we call the fuel train, you know, the carbon-based fuel train. So I'm using the all this mess in here, coal, coarse coal, and the coal dust. We're adding that together to get a summation. So we're summing that, and then comparing it. So I always want to have at least 1,000 of the fuel in here. So that was kind of fun to do. Yeah, the iron oxide's kind of worrying me. Okay. All is quiet. Let's see. Oh, and then here's the ash train. I just kind of hacked it in here. Yeah, you know, it works. I'm glad I forgot about this, and I would have went up higher. And I could have gone up higher, you know. I mean, you could reposition this thing and redo it, but, you know, if I can get it in, I'll get it in. If I have to move something, I'll move something. This thing is just chewing up the iron. Look at that. This is the first time I've used this outpost over here. So that's cool. And we're going to be doing the same thing with steel. So steel will be interesting. Oh my god, where's this train? Here it is. Oh, and here's the issue too. What? Oh. That's why. Hold up. No. That's why. Darn it. There. I hate these things. It's so hard to see which way they're facing. No wonder it's building up. Okay. No wonder it's... the train's coming here, not picking any of it up. Now, I notice a pretty good reduction in stone. And we're picking up gravel, so that's another thing, too. How are we doing here? 215. Okay, cool. Oh, I forgot the radar of this thing. Look at that. It's still going. Holy cow. Oh. Oh, it's filling up that case. So I got to run down there and check that out. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Why are you sitting here? Oh, it's calling another one? Why is it calling two? That should be... Oh, I think I know why. Okay. But this train was filling up, and it had left, and I pushed it back, and it triggered a train to come by. And by the time this filled up, that train had already come. And the holdup is this 200. The gravel stacks to 200. And it does take a while. You know, 2 mini loaders still takes a while. Oh, that's reducing fast. Look at that. Now we're good to go. Cool. Man, that's a lot of stone and gravel. Holy cow. How's this thing doing here? Oh, there we go. Now that's popping out. Very good. Very good. Well, I'm pretty happy with the progress now that we've made here. As long as this is backed up, it doesn't matter what happens back here. We got this unslimed iron. It's no longer slimy. Is that in a case? Or is that just... I wish I could see what that is. It's like two-toned, you know? So, I don't know. Kind of interesting. All right, I'm going to run the trains on this thing and get the trains. I had 4 trains, and I used them for the sand casting, and I'm like, oh, I forgot I wanted to put them here. So I'm going to run back there, and we'll get that going. So what I'm going to do, I guess what I have to do is take my trains. Oh, I got that iron plate train I'll repurpose here, and I'll get 3. And what I have to do is cut the iron off and then bleed it out into these trains. Oh, that'll be fun. So, I guess we could do that next episode. So I'm going to go back to base here. But, hey, what a success, man. All right. Hope you enjoyed. We got iron plate. Next is, I think, well, I was talking about solder. Or steel and then solder. But I'm thinking I want to get steel and copper. Because then I can dismantle everything out of that base. And then temporarily, in order to keep that up and running, I still gotta bring the plate to that thing. So we'll put stops in that dump off plate, because I still am relying on that base for the green circuits, you know, the not so simple circuits, and whatever else is coming out of there. I don't know. Oh, small parts. So once we get those plates pulled out, then we'll start working on the small parts, you know, and all that. Yeah, if I do copper first, if I do copper first, I can do small parts. I like that idea. Okay, so I'll formulate a plan. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Peace out.